What is good, YouTube? Worshu here with a video in the comic book movie world. So if you're new to the channel, we do Marvel, DC and pop culture based videos, including video games all week long. If that's the kind of channel you want, make sure to subscribe and also check out worshu.com at the 100,000 subscriber mark. If we ever get there, I will be giving away a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X with obviously Spider-Man PS4 Game of the Year Edition or Gears of War 5, maybe Game of the War Edition if they get it this year, potentially. If not, I will be giving away a PS5 or an Xbox One X Zinfandel if it takes me that long. But we recently hit 75,000 subscribers, which is pretty damn awesome. So I'm going to be traveling over the next 8 days or so to the 20-ish of October. So the video schedule is going to be a bit less, but I'm still going to be uploading daily. Just as timing will be a bit different. So thank you very much for spending a few moments of your day with me, and make sure to grab that subscribe button before we get into today's video. So even though Phase 4 starts literally next year with the Black Widow movie, and we're now hearing more details about the Black Widow movie from Scarlett Johansson herself, people are more interested in what's going on in Phase 5. There's a lot of talk about Deadpool 3, Ant-Man 3, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Wolverine movie, Namor, so many movies that people want to know about. But we don't even know if these movies are even official. So what is interesting is Scarlett Johansson has recently come out and said in the interview with Entertainment Tonight that the Black Widow movie will give fans the closure that we need during Phase 4. So the Black Widow movie is the next movie to come out for Marvel. Until then, they don't really have anything in the MCU. So that is the first movie in Phase 4. So there is a clip going around where it definitely sounds like the character doesn't have a future in the MCU, and we know this movie is a prequel movie. Now I've put a video out there saying that she's not actually dead and the Soul Stone brought her alive when Tony Stark did the snap. Now, even if this is true, Scarlett Johansson's not going to let anyone know this in an interview. But what is interesting is the Eternals movie is also coming out next year in 2020. A lot of them characters, like Kit Harington's character, Black Knight, could appear in the next Avengers movie called The New Avengers, which will definitely be part of Phase 5. But what I found very interesting is at San Diego Comic-Con back in July, back in San Diego, Mahershala Ali, who played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, came out to be revealed as Blade, which we can't wait for. Now, someone in my comment section did insinuate that Blade versus Punisher would be an insane movie, and I agree that would be cool, and that's something that they could do later down the road, as I have been told, and I'm hearing that they are going to be doing supernatural storylines with characters such as Dracula and the Avengers of this supernatural or unnatural. That would be very interesting. So we get an official announcement for Blade, and Blade is coming. There was no leaks and rumors about that. Now, Kevin Feige has recently become the chief operating officer for Marvel, so basically he runs absolutely everything to do with Marvel, the comics, the Star Wars comics, absolutely everything. So there is a lot of news going around. But as I said before, what I find interesting is Phase 4 does not even exist yet. It's not even started yet. We know the whole phase. We know in 2021 we're going to have Spider-Man 3, probably called Spider-Man The Hunt Begins or Spider-Man Homecoming, or maybe something like that. And we know we're going to have Thor 3. We're going to have Doctor Strange 2, which is most likely where they're going to introduce Deadpool to the MCU. And we're going to have Shang-Chi, the first Asian martial arts superhero in the MCU. And this is all fantastic. But for some reason, people really want to know what's going to be happening in 2022. So there's some allegations going around. There's some, well, I'm not going to call them rumors, guys, because let's be honest, because the certain website that's saying it has literally no evidence. So the latest rumor going around is that Deadpool 3 is going to be in the MCU, but we've known that ever since Fox was bought out. Because let's be honest, guys, it's not a merger. They were bought out by Disney. Disney bought the company. It wasn't a merger. They bought the company straight out. So we know Deadpool 3 is going to exist in the MCU, and we know based on the director for the movie and the writers that they're going to be playing in the same sandbox as the MCU for different movies. And Bob Iger, Kevin Feige, is still going to let Deadpool play in the R-rated category which is going to be very interesting because I've been talking about this with a few people the last couple of days, saying it's interesting how Deadpool's third movie is the first movie in the MCU, because not many people generally get over a third film except for Thor. Iron Man never got one, Captain America never got one, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow never got one. But saying that, if it's going to give closure, maybe she could get other prequels set before the Avengers. So the latest rumour going around, and I would take this with a pinch of salt, is that Deadpool 3 is in development. We know that because Ryan Reynolds teased it. He said that he auditioned for a role called Anthony Stark, which, realistically guys, he could have done. So for some reason, people seem to think that Deadpool 3 is going to hit the cinemas, as we say in England, or the theatre, as you say over in the States, in 2022. But if you're looking for validation and accreditation, there isn't really any. Now, some people are pointing out that insiders, and let me get this right, guys, insiders get things wrong all the time, but they're never brought up on that. When they get things wrong, no one calls them out on that. But when they get things right, people praise them. I just hope there will be more criticism when people get things wrong. So certain insiders have been saying stuff. Good insiders have been saying stuff. Like Daniel Richman. He posted a picture of Deadpool. Skylar Shuttler posted Deadpool. And then other insiders who are less credible, in my humble opinion. Jeremy Conrad posted something. And then Thomas Plateau. He's a very good insider. So is it the case of someone's just copying the other three, or are the other three just copying another one? Now you can look at the timestamp of when these were posted, and they were posted. So Daniel KRP posted his first, 3:49 p.m. Then Thomas posted, then Skylar posted, and then it looks like Jeremy Conrad posted last. So they are either trying to tease something, because it doesn't. I don't really care what they post, but for some reason, every time these people post, the internet goes crazy because, well, I don't really know why, but we know Deadpool 3 is definitely in development, and it will be coming in 2022, potentially. That would mean they have to start shooting it 2021. So what we know now also is Ant-Man 3 is in development. Thanks to Charles Murphy, he has substantial evidence that Ant-Man 3 is in development and could start shooting in 2021. If you haven't seen my video yesterday where I go over that in more detail, we talk about it over there. So we know the Blade movie is definitely in development. They're not going to hire Mahershala Ali. I do not believe that Mahershala Ali called up Kevin Feige and was like, yo, I want to play Blade. That is not how business is done. That's how Hollywood is not done. Do you not think, if that was the case, do you not think The Rock would have called him up? Because can anyone in the comment section name a movie that The Rock did and it failed? No, not in the last 5 years has a Rock movie made a loss. So if that was the case, The Rock would be hollering at him saying, yo, I want to play this character. As we know, The Rock will be in the MCU at some point. So far we know Deadpool 3 is going to be in Phase 5 at some point. We know Ant-Man 3 is definitely going to be in Phase 5, but for some reason no one seems to care about Ant-Man. I don't know why. Paul Rudd absolutely kills it. But one thing that's worth noting about Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds is in his 40s. So if people were expecting 5 to 8 roles of Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool, Hugh Jackman's like in his 50s and he's retired now, so don't be expecting more than 3 or 4 maybe roles of Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool. So we know the Blade movie will be coming at some point. It's got to be one of the first movies in Phase 5, or else Kevin Feige wouldn't have announced it. We also know that Captain Marvel 2 is coming. Brie Larson, my girl Brie Larson, the strongest Avenger. Fight me down below in the comment section if you don't believe me. She recently came out and said she doesn't know when it's coming, but it is coming because obviously she signed a multi-million-dollar contract with a multi-position contract, which is rumored to be up to 7 roles. So we know that's coming. We know the new Avengers movie is coming for sure. The next Avengers movie is 100% categorically coming. So we know it's coming. We know Black Panther 2 is coming, and we know that will be the first movie in Phase 5 because that is the only movie that has an official release date. So we know that's coming. So May the 6th, 2022 is when Black Panther 2 is coming. It was sadly the only movie during Disney 23 that was revealed realistically. We got other reveals like She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, etc. But for some reason, they're keeping the Phase 5 slate to themselves, which is understandable because it's all subject to change. We know that Miss Marvel is going to start shooting in April. But we do know there's a lot of time slots that are not filled. We have the 2nd of the 18th, 22, which isn't filled, which is interesting, guys. Why? Because Black Panther 2 is the 2nd slot of 2022, but the 2nd slot's taken, but the first one isn't. Now, there is a slot for the 7th to the 29th, 2022, which could be Ant-Man 3. So it is very interesting at what's going to come, because we know there's a lot of movies. I could literally tell you a bunch of movies that could be in this slate. These are the only ones that we know are definitely confirmed to be coming. We know that Spider-Man 4 could come, but realistically, once he's graduated from high school, what is the point of having Spider-Man in solo movies? And we know they're going to have to make a new Spider-Man MCU deal. Although that's not really true, because now Disney is co-financing 25% of all Sony-verse movies, although everyone keeps fighting in the comment section saying I'm making that up. But realistically, guys, do your research. So we know maybe there might not have to be a new deal because they've already independently got one. We know there could be a Silver Surfer movie. You know, that's been rumoured. We know Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is definitely coming. James Gunn is back on board. Disney have backed down. They've pandered. They pandered to the I guess you could say, to their audience of children because of things he did in his past for deleted tweets, and then they went back on his word and rehired him, which is fantastic. So he can finish the story he started. He will start shooting that once Suicide Squad 2 has finished filming. They are currently shooting it as Idris Elba is rumoredly playing the Vigilante, which was on Arrow season 4, was it? Or season 5, I can't quite remember offhand. And John Cena, etc. There's a lot of characters in that movie. It's going to be fire. We will be covering that. So realistically, they're the only movies we know that are 100% coming. We know there will be some kind of Avengers movie. We know there's all the fake rumors from all these insiders saying Nova movie's coming. You got absolutely no evidence. It's all right, a website saying Galactus is coming, Silver Surfer's coming. But if you've got no validity, it doesn't matter what sources anyone has. If you've got no evidence, no call sheet, no casting notice, nothing, then it's just rumor. It's just like a certain website that keeps posting absolutely everything under the sun with no validation. Captain America 4, yes, sure, bro, could be coming, but I don't really think it's coming. The only reason we suggested it on a video we did this week is because it's trendy, it's going around, and I want to talk about what's happening, what is trendy. It's like on Twitter, loads of things trend, people talk about them for no reason. So we know that movies are definitely coming, and we know there is going to be Doctor Strange 3, Captain Marvel 3, but there's no point talking about that. So it is very interesting. So that is really the only quantifiable movies that will definitely be in Phase 5, being Black Panther 2, Ant-Man 3, Captain Marvel 2, Blade, the new Avengers or Avengers 5, maybe Nova, maybe Silver Surfer, maybe some kind of Hulk movie, because Amy Pascal is now over at Universal, so the limitations of using Hulk should be lifted. But I could list so many different movies. There's rumoredly a Beta Ray Bill movie coming. There's rumoredly a Scarlet Witch solo movie coming. There's so many rumors I could talk about. If you want me to talk about the rumored movies for Phase 5 and Phase 6, just let me know down below, guys. And that is all we know about Phase 5. I'm probably going to try and title this video something like Current Phase 5 Slate Revealed, Phase 5 so far, or something like that. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe and comment. I'm still away the other side of the world in South America, aka Mexico at the moment. Absolutely love this place. But like always, guys, thank you very much for all the support. If you could check out warstew.com, that would be much appreciated. At warstew on Instagram, at wwarstew on Twitter. If you could follow me over, that'd be awesome. There's so much content I want to talk about, guys, but I just do not have time to do it. So I will be posting a lot more back from Monday, back when I'm home. I want to talk about Christ and Infinite Earth, the whole Lucifer Titans kind of fakeness, or is it real? We don't know. Also, there's so much to talk about DC wise, the Riddler casting, so much content coming. I got another Joker video. Got so much content coming that I cannot do it at the moment because I do not have time because I'm away. So I'm only posting one video a day at the moment. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later. And yes, guys, I know the audio sounds different. I'm still using my Rode NTS with a filter, but obviously I'm in a hotel resort, I guess you could say. So it's going to be echoing a lot more rather than my Square Studio. So like always, guys, I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.